All right. We're going to get rolling here in just a couple minutes. I'll be right back. What in the world? So much fun. Hey, everybody. How are we? Been a little while since we've done a little streaming, and I've got about an hour to do this with everybody. So we're going to take the brand new Cinema Sounds logo that one of our members made, and ultimately we're going to just kind of figure out, do we like it better than the original? But one of the things we're going to be doing is well, the thing we're going to be doing tonight is actually doing the sound effects and doing it in Adobe Premiere Pro. Sorry about the earthquake right here, right now. So let's check it out. So we normally do everything in Adobe Audition, but today we're going to be doing it in Adobe Premiere. Let's see if it will keep up. Now I've already put and placed, whoa, not that, there. I've already placed most of the sound effects that I found. I shouldn't say placed, found them. So let's just take a look at what it is. This is the original audio from the member. They did a pretty good job. That's pretty cool. So that's our job, to see what we can do to put this together. So the first thing, I've already kind of dropped in some ideas for some of these effects that are here. I've got this in here. Just a little room ambience. It's probably so low you can't even hear it, just to kind of, because it's sort of a metal room. So that's in there. We'll mix around with that. And then I've also got this as the first riser to help with the spinning aspect. Yeah, so we'll be messing with that, and because it's got this rotational dynamic, let's see what we can do to kind of help this. Yeah, cool, Chris. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we were very happy to do it, happy to receive it. So what I have here is I've already set up, these are the tracks, I've already labeled them, and I've also created a bus scenario, so it's all going to this bus here, so that I can add, in this case, the isotope ozone maximizer, which is a really, really good maximizer, basically to get it as loud as possible, because ultimately we want things to be loud. And then a low frequency effect, ducking, which we're going to experiment. You can sort of hear it already with this flicker. And I've actually programmed it with keyframes down here because I'm going to be doing some bass drum stuff on that, not just neon. Oh, I've also got a little football crowd in here, which I think might be fun. Just as another ambience to kind of get some excitement. Here's this boom for the last bump. And it's one hit per frame. And then it hits, you know, just like that. And what I've done is on each one of these hits, I've gone through, there's 4 of them, and then done keyframes so that the whole rest of the mix that isn't assigned to the LFE duck, which most of these tracks are, all but this right here and a couple others. Let's just see here. There it is, 15, yeah, going to LFE duck, thump 2 going to LFE duck, and I don't have anything over here. They're all getting the full bandwidth of the master meter because this stuff's all being pulled down. Now I may massage this a little bit. That actually doesn't look like it's in the right place. Let's see here. That's boom. No, that should actually be down. And this should be up. That should be down. That's up. There. There's 4. Cool. So now, if we just, I mean, this stuff's just kind of sitting in here. Should work anyway. Doesn't sound like it. This is the frame that's occurring on. Yeah. It's interesting that as we get into really hardcore mixing in Premiere, we start finding some of the issues that Premiere has. Yeah, it's actually, these keyframes are happening slightly before. Isn't that interesting? So here's the hits that are happening. I guess it's working. It just sounds like that they're actually, these keyframes are actually happening earlier, which is kind of a drag. One of the things that Premiere can't do is oh my goodness, side chaining, which is what I'm trying to emulate here so that we can have those bumps go full bandwidth. But for some reason, it is just not wanting to work. That should be volume down on the left-right mix. Certainly is. What happens if I move all these over? I guess I can't. Come on over, y'all. Actually, maybe they were early. Anyway. Well, we'll figure that out. I'll line it up later. So what we want to do is get our ambiences in there. We've got this bathroom that seems to be working. It's pretty wide as well. Yep. And maybe what we'll do as well on A3, that's the channel it's on, is add a little widening so it's super wide. We'll go here to imagery, stereo expander. We'll make it uber wide. Very nice. And then we'll go to the football crowd, which is A14. It's one thing I'm not too happy with. Again, one of the reasons why we use digital audio workstations instead of nonlinear editors is because they're really designed to move quickly through this stuff instead of having to scroll up and down. Of course, I'm doing this on a single screen. Normally, I'd be doing this on multiple screens. But for streaming purposes, this is what we got to do. That's nicer. We'll save. Jesus saves. And so should you. All right, so this beginning sound, let's take a look here. We'll solo. We want it to be able to move with this. So this is A8. There it is, soloed. We're going to add a flanger. Now I wish in here we had like a roto cabinet or something like this, but we don't. And a flanger will do just fine. What I want to do is to be able to create the feeling of a whirring, turning thing. Whirly twirly thing. Which is pretty cool. We'll make the phasing go up, we'll have this feedback go up, and we'll also turn the modulation rate up to about 20 hertz. Maybe now we'll do special effects, sinusoidal. Maybe we'll bring this feedback down. It might be a little too much. Or more. And turn off. Maybe the special effects aren't working. Cool. Then we'll maybe start a little bit slower. Sort of sounds like a laser beam. Maybe even slower. There, we get the swish out of this. What about the decay time? Yeah. Then we'll automate it so that it moves faster. We'll start here. What will we start with? Let's go to modulation rate. We'll click keyframe, and then we'll go to the end. About here where the sparks come out. We'll put in another keyframe and we'll raise it. That's a little too fast. Probably only need it to go to about 22 hertz. And this will start around here at 10. That'll work. Does it work with special effects? For sure. All right, that's cool. So we've got that one in. Let's find another whirl that we can mess with. Let's see. There's some. I want to basically have a whirl that starts. I've made the markers in here where things happen. That's the next one. That's the next one. Hey, Pablo. How are you? That's the next one, and that's the next one. So theoretically, we want something to happen on each one of those startups. We've got some great risers here. That's a real mean one. We'll go in and out, and we'll drop it in here. Just about there. We'll see if this works. Maybe we'll get it a little bit earlier here. Actually, we'll slide it. Looks like I really got to slide it. Couple of seconds. Okay. Don't worry about the volumes because they're all over the place at the moment. So what we'll want to do is do the same thing, add a flanger. In fact, can I just copy this over? Wouldn't that be great? Look at that. How amazing. Cool. So that starts, we'll probably let it fade out somewhere here because we don't need it to go the whole time. It'll just make a lot of noise. Oops, come back. So together, just messing with crossfades here. Actually, I think it's a little too high energy. We'll pull it a little bit lower in its start. Yeah, cool. Crossfade real short, and we'll drag the whole thing over. Oops. There we go. Yep. So it's basically like a da-da-da kind of a thing. If we can get it right, this is world 1, world 2. Effects 1. Why is that going to master? It shouldn't. It should go to LR mix. What's this one? That's real nasty. Let's get that one in there. This is the next place for that. We'll cut, crossfade it, get a little slower, make this crossfade very, very short, move it all over one frame. And it's all going to be insanely loud and all needs to be turned down. We'll do the same thing here, flanger. And you know, when you add these things together, you never know if they're really going to work. This is really, really loud. And that's probably plenty of noise. I'm going to turn this back up. And then right around here is where we'll have a new soundscape come in. Cool. Let's see. Hey, Sergio. And then we got all the explosions and everything else. And let's see. Boom. What I really like in here too is just kind of a little subtle bump on every one of those startups. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there. And then we have all the particles. So let's see about explosions. That's deep. Need something with some more high frequencies. That'll do. That'll really do. All right, let's just take, I mean, these are all nuclear. Oops. Call that out, call that in. And that's hit drum E, 9600. Let's go to where the booms are. Thump 1 is track 15. Just here. We won't need it to go that long. So this is the first one right here. Boom. Yep. It's a little delayed because there's a little space here in the front. Let's fix that. That's the frame. Oh, it's actually right on. Cool. We'll add one here. We'll add one here. We'll add one here. And then because we never want the same thing to be going on, we'll find the next one. Did I miss it? Oh, I missed it. Tell you what, let's do this. Oh, yeah. Big mess. Tell you what, we'll go like this. Other way. Just one more frame. Thank you. And then this one. That's the second one. Just make this the third. I'm just dragging this over. You can see this little white line moving to the next one. It's not very high tech. But I've been doing this kind of thing since Premiere was like way back in the early aughts. Yeah, down one frame. There we go. And that'll work. Obviously, incredibly much too loud. So we will bring these down. I just need it to be very, very subtle. And I don't need it to be this giant whack in the face. We're going to do that in a second. Just need a little subtle hump in here. There we go. Okay, so we've got that in there. Here's some nice elements that are coming up. We'll save. Jesus saved, so should you. Cool. Now, what else do we have in here? We've got the crowd. We've got the whooshes. Oh, yeah. Let's look at some whooshes. That's cool. Those are really good right there. Cool. We'll put these here. Where do the whooshes go? A12? Cool. And we'll just edit these together so that they're a little more useful. Now this needs to be really, really fast. And I'm much more used to working in Audition, but I thought, well, let's try this in Premiere. Premiere has most, if not, well, most of the things that Audition has. Yeah, it has to go much, much faster. This is Whoosh 1, Whoosh 2. We'll just overlay these like this. And I know there was some more in here. Well, let's see what else we got. Super dope. Cool. We'll use that. Oops. It's always a big mess until you start doing the mix, but inserting sound effects, it's kind of the fun part. And this will probably just go over here because the explosion is right there-ish. Again, ridiculously loud. We'll also pan these over this way so it's got some interest in the panoramic spectrum. A little too soft. And layers are everything with sound effects. Cool. What else have I got in there? There's some whooshes. I got general effects. The whirls are in. Particles, explosions, the neon, the ambience. All right, let's talk about the neon. So the neon does some buzzing right here. Those are particles. There's neon right there that's got to go in. I think there's another neon right there. Okay. So let's check out some neon that we have in here. Well, that's real mean. We can use that. And we can use that. So I think we don't have to be frame accurate with some of this. Where's the neon? It is track 3. Oh, for some reason this is sitting on this track. Should not be. Yeah, that'll work just for this. Should start right there. And it only needs to go to here. That's it. And we'll do another pass of something else right there. Maybe that'll work. That might be fun. Just this buzz banging away here. If we can cut in and out of it carefully. No, I'm doing this wrong. That is okay. So it's going to go... Really? Here. It's going to go in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Yep, that's how it goes. It always looks like everything's late to me, even though frame-wise it's not, but the video just is a little late on my laptop here. Yep, that's it. And I think what I might do, because I hate that da-da-da-da, it's such a machine gunny kind of sound. This is A3. We'll add a little help to it in the plugin department, because it just sounds like the same thing, you know, over and over. Oh, move the stereo expansion over. We'll give it a deep chorus here. A pretty good speed with a strong width, and this intensity with a tolerance here. Yeah, we'll make it even faster. Cool. Doesn't need to be much. All right, we'll save this. Let's see. Boyamin Armas. Hey. Different languages. Amazing. If you have any questions, just shout them out in the chat. I'm just going to keep rolling here because I've only got a little bit of time before I got to hop off, but I just want to kind of show you what's available here in Premiere Pro. All right, so we've got that. Ambience neon. Okay, let's get some explosions in here. I've got some juicy ones that'll land. Yeah. The explosion is really here. That marker should probably be there. Okay, this is A5. This is the track that we want. Let's look at some explosions. That's awesome. I like the buzz in front of it. Let's just put that in for fun. I hope you're wearing headphones because that has a ton of bass frequencies. We'll drag it over so it's accurate. I guess it does work if you listen to it ducking everything. Nice. Very nice. What else we got in here? We need some high frequencies. don't need any more lows, although I like this bang. Let's use this. Oh, actually, here's a metal hit down here. Might be better. No, not really. And what I'm going to do is, because I don't need 800 low frequency explosions, that just gets, you know, blows everything up. So we're going to actually roll the bass off of this, because I don't need the low frequencies. This is A6. Just a parametric EQ. Actually, we just use a high pass. Somewhere here. That'll do it. And then we just need to change its volume, obviously. Big explosion here can come down a little bit. This can come up a little bit. Nice. And then we'll definitely take some of these big hits here. That one's really juicy. It's like a giant foot. Crunchola. Those are particles. Let's just add this to an effects track. Oh, that's 5, 6. Yeah, 7's particles. Let's just go to A10 because I'm running out of tracks here. Good problem to have. No, not all you guys. We love tracks. That's awesome. And A15 should be going to LFE duck, which it is. I want to make sure this is ducking the LR mix, and the LFE duck is going to the master. That's going to the master. You guys should be going. Awesome. Just getting some routing done there. Oh, please. All right, well, it's definitely in there. Just feels like it's in the wrong. Just there's no correlation between this automation and anything else. What happens if I drag it over a frame? Another one? How about go back 2 and another frame? No. Maybe I should have left this stuff well enough alone. Here is that frame. We'll drag these back. I'm just still trying to work out why the automation and the files are not quite in sync. Well, I may not be able to do it anyway. It's a great idea, but I'm trying to duck the whole mix just so that I can have hits in there. But at this point, it's becoming more of a pain than it's worth. So we will just delete. There we go. And then we'll resync this because we moved it all about. Shake your hands, shake yourself, or whatever that is. Move it all about, hokey pokey, and all of that. There we go. for some reason they were dragged. When you're mixing, like we talk about in the cinema sound education, you're always editing. All right. All right, so let's talk about some particles. Where are the particle tracks? We just saw them. A7. Debris. Maybe. That's pretty cool. Let's use, we'll just mark it. Mark it. Come back to it. Yeah, we're going to definitely need that one. In fact, let's just drag that into debris right now. The debris starts about here. Maybe. That's real juicy. Like this little cough at the end. We'll just add a track here. Come on, behave. After particles. Yeah, I'm going to use that little cough for the second half of it. You know, staying organized when you do this is the only way you're going to live. Because when you have a bunch of tracks, it just becomes too difficult to keep track of everything. No pun intended. Well, maybe a little intended. Okay, that last bit's late. Now it's a little early. Cool, it's a good space to be in. Try it about here. We'll do a little crossfade into this. It goes on just a little too long. And I could use some of this sand that's here. All right. After now, why it has to be panned that way, I don't know. Yeah. Don't like that it turned itself into 2 tracks. A stereo track. Let's just make it mono. Make it mono, mate. And then let's send most of this to the left and right mix where it belongs. This is very quiet. A lot of really noisy stuff in there. So we're going to want to do a couple things to this. Also has a terrible entry. Look at this hard entry nonsense. Gross. Sicko. I mean, it sounds like it's out in the traffic noise. So, because this has its own little world here, we'll call this sand. We'll add a little nifty plugin, one of my favorite new plugins that's here, denoise. And we sort of need mid-grade noise reduction. That's all I need out of that. Done. Try that in your regular non-linear editor. I don't think so. Yes, indeed. I could even use more of it. It's just a very quiet sound in a sea of whales. Yep. I love the crowd in there. Cool. We're getting there. I think I want to move the whooshes just a little bit later. I like them. They're really helping. I didn't think they'd help as much as they are. But they are just a little early. The woo woo woo. Just here. Now that's too late. I think you know what else I might want to do? I might want to go dead silent here for a second. Because that's always fun. Really? Well, more than one way to skin a cat. Hello? Just need to cut. Let's get back to editing. Thank you. Yeah, that's nice. Little transformer secret. Always go to silence. And I could use a little more of the buzz. Is it this? Are you my neon? Yeah. Oh. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that sound for a U-wall, though. So let's look at some bypass. Yes. Because I don't want that funny flanger moving on this one. There we go. I also want it to be I guess it is in the middle. Why is it coming out the left? Because it's a mono sound. Too bad. Tell you what. We'll make another track. We'll make it mono. We will add you to it. Nice. Welcome back. And again, if you have any questions, just drop them into the chat. Cool. I really, the glass is nice, I like it, but I really want this sand and debris more than the glass. I mean, that's fantastic. Oh, that's that thing. Does it really cut off like that? Oh, I guess it does. Boo. The sand is at here. I guess we're never going to hear it with all that stuff going on. We'll just slide it a little bit later, see if give it a chance to be heard. Yeah, better. Where it can live in reasonable freedom. How about this? Okay, this is stuff we're going to add to the end bits. Neon, this is A3. The welder we love. The welder you love. Ooh, we're not going to add it there. Oh yeah, we are. We're just going to turn off that plugin. Yeah, we just need a little bit of it. Oh, please. Really? Up we go. That's that. What else have I pulled for fun? That's nice. Amazing. So fun. What happens if we go backwards? I like that as an idea. Who knows if it'll work? Let's just drag this in here. I believe it's stereo. Maybe. Oh yeah. Well, I'm looking at it. Where's my other effects tracks that I have loose sitting open just for fun? Audio 11. Now what I want to do is reverse this, which I'm not sure I can do readily. Where's my time controls? Speed duration. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No. Yes. So the out. Oh, I should also cut out this the silence here for this. So the silence really happens. Yeah. Right there. So this ambience. Oh, convenient. Can cut out. We'll chop the intro of these sounds so that everything here can be silent. And the reason I can't hear anything is the winner is strange. Always something. do it again. If at first you don't succeed, do it again. Well, let's make sure we hear it now. Yeah, we definitely have it there. We'll durationifies it, reverse speed, maintain audio pitch. We don't care. Why would it change anything? It's going to render. Okay, that'll work. We're going to drag it back. Yep. Love it. 13 is here. And this is 11. We'll pan this over just so it gets out of the stereo mono space. Cool. What else have I got in here? That was from a project I did many years ago. Let's see about this one. That's fun. Don't need that. And we already have this in. So maybe doors open might be a fun situation to drop in here toward the end when we need some stuff. I'm going to also add a Bram in here, which I know we're going to want and need. Whoosh, whoosh, crowd, thump, thump, audio 21. Audio 21. Maybe with just a little help. Okay, there's that. Now let's add some of this wild stuff that's in here I think we can use to get out for fun. Maybe not that. Got to be something in here just to tease us out. That might just work. Just to get out of this, we're going to give us another channels full. This is audio 22. We're going to roll some low frequencies out because we've had our fill of low frequencies. It's time to use a different instrument than just lows. We'll use our high pass filter again. Bring it down to somewhere here. Yeah, maybe a little bit more than that. And we don't need all this tail. Please, let's go to the out. Actually, that's about it. Generation. That's it. With just a little crossfade. It's not a crossfade, it's a fade in. Cool. Yep. That's the idea. Mm-hmm. And where's our welder? There he is. Take some more welding. Yeah. And then I'll take another hit. Where was that? Cool hit that I saw. Was it here? No, I was just looking at that. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see what we can do about this. Just to give it a little, oops, little play out. All right, now let's find ourselves a Bram. I'm gonna have to do a little hunting here. Excuse me while I do this in my sound effects library. A bit rudimentary, I grant you, but it tends to work. There we go. Strange. Must get the spelling wrong. Maybe you should add unified reverb or something to tie the whole thing together. It could be. Could be. It's got a lot of junk in it already, though. Well, let's just go here. I know where to look. I don't have to do the search. No, not those. Nope. Pull My Finger is a great library, by the way. Just need one more sound. It's always that last one where you're like, really? There we go. Well, you wouldn't want that when you wake up in the morning, that's for sure. Nope, that ain't doing it for me. Mega horns. I should have known. We'll use it. Don't need all the preamble, just this. Come on. Man, am I still on tracks? There's just tracks everywhere. There we go. Da-da-da-doom. That's what I want to see. I think I actually like without these hits in here. These should all just roll to here. And I don't need this massive, horrific, crushing bram in there either. It's a little too crazy. Where's my... Oh, audio 20, right here. So I'm just going to add a little reverb just on this track, which I know I say not to do. But in this case, it's just going to be here. See what happens. Dry. Lots of wet. And bring this down. Well, how about not that much wet? And we'll do this, put a crossfade on it. We'll also line it up because it's obviously nowhere near lined up. There we go. And what might be fun is instead of having it hit right with the hits, having it kind of come up and down. Yeah, that's fun. Let's roll off the top end. Let's also automate it left to right. And bring it back. Well, let's see what we've wrought here. Well, that's pretty good. If you take it back to what the original was, which is here, our very happy, we were very happy to receive from a member. I mean, that's pretty good. A very different feeling than this. Oh, let's mute it. Now, what might be fun is what happens if we put them together for a second here. That's actually kind of cool. Let's make that silence real. I like it. And then all that's really left to do is go here and do some mastering, because there's some, there's some stuff that we could afford to do here, just in EQ wise. It's a little tubby, it just needs a little help here. Because it's internet oriented, sadly, we would need to roll off some of this really low bass just so we could get some more low frequencies out of this. We'll bump up the 90 hertz here. We'll probably crank on the 2.5 just to make it a little angrier. And I got to go because I've got a call here I need to be on. But let's see, last looks here. How does it look? There we go. All right. Well, hopefully this has been helpful for you just for this last hour to go through this and see it all kind of come together, what can be done in Adobe Premiere Pro. Hopefully this is helpful. Come visit us at cinemasound.com where we have hundreds and hundreds of articles and items for you to check out in how to get that unfair competitive advantage in the Hollywood marketplace. Until then, we'll see you in the mix studio or in the editing bay. Bye for now.